In the ever-complicated universe of reality TV, Sister Wives continues to captivate audiences with its dramatic unfolding of polygamous family dynamics, interpersonal tension, and long-simmering resentments. One of the most talked-about aspects in recent seasons has been the shifting relationships among Kody Brown and his wives, especially his most public bond with Robyn Brown and the gradual fracturing of ties with his other wives. Now, as fans eagerly awaited the much-anticipated tell-all special, a time when revelations are expected and uncomfortable truths are often exposed, viewers were left with more questions than answers. The spotlight turned heavily toward Kody and Robyn, the couple now seen as the central force in what remains of the Brown family. But to the surprise of many, the pair noticeably sidestepped key questions, evaded deeper introspection, and often responded with vague statements or emotionally charged deflections. This has sparked widespread speculation about why Kody and Robyn were unwilling or perhaps unable to address the lingering controversies that have defined recent seasons. Let's unpack the reasons why Kody and Robyn might have avoided tough questions in the tell-all and what their silence, or strategic avoidance, might really mean. The fallout of a fractured family. To understand the couple's evasiveness, it's important to grasp the context in which the tell-all aired. In the latest season, the Brown family was essentially reduced to just Kody and Robyn. Christine had already left the marriage, Mary was emotionally disengaged, and Janelle had grown distant, if not entirely estranged. This left Kody and Robyn in an awkward position, still representing the plural family, but functionally existing as a monogamous couple. The tell-all special was expected to provide closure or clarity on this new dynamic. Instead, what fans witnessed was a series of dodges and redirections. Kody grew defensive when asked about favoritism, and Robyn seemed increasingly emotional when the topic turned to the family's breakdown. Their unwillingness to fully confront the truth suggested more than just discomfort. It pointed to a deeper need to protect their version of reality. The control factor. Over the years, Kody Brown has exhibited strong tendencies toward control, particularly when his authority or decisions are challenged. In previous seasons, he was often seen asserting his leadership, criticizing dissent, and struggling when things didn't go his way. As relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary deteriorated, Kody's grip on the family narrative appeared to tighten. In the tell-all, this pattern continued. Any time the interviewer probed into issues of accountability or emotional neglect, Kody redirected the conversation. Rather than answering why his wives felt unloved or why he seemed to prioritize Robyn, he focused on their perceived disloyalty or failure to adhere to his rules. Robyn, for her part, has often supported Kody's version of events. In the tell-all, she appeared hesitant, sometimes tearful, and rarely gave concrete answers. Her go-to response was lamenting that she never wanted this outcome and that she just wanted the family. But for fans watching closely, her emotional responses were sometimes viewed as a shield, using vulnerability to avoid direct accountability. The image dilemma. Kody and Robyn have an image to maintain, not just as individuals, but as the last standing couple of a once larger-than-life polygamous family. The original premise of Sister Wives was to normalize and humanize plural marriage, to show the joys, challenges, and complexities of such a life. But as the seasons progressed, the cracks in the foundation became more apparent. Now, with Kody down to one wife, the idea of portraying a thriving polygamous family is no longer viable. The show's original identity is shattered, and Kody and Robyn have had to pivot, either embrace this new reality or continue pretending that nothing has fundamentally changed. During the tell-all, their non-answers and reluctance to admit the collapse of their family structure seemed to suggest that they're still clinging to the past. Admitting the truth would mean acknowledging failure not just as spouses, but as the representatives of an entire belief system they once championed. Playing the victim? One of the most controversial aspects of the tell-all was how both Kody and Robyn appeared to position themselves as victims. Kody spoke at length about betrayal, disloyalty, and emotional pain. Robyn repeatedly said she felt misunderstood and unfairly judged by the other wives. But this narrative didn't sit well with many viewers. To the audience, Kody's consistent dismissal of the other women's grievances and Robyn's seemingly passive role in the family's disintegration painted a different picture. They weren't victims, they were the ones left standing after everyone else walked away. By avoiding the hard questions, they may have hoped to reframe the narrative. If they could maintain their version of events without interrogation, they could remain sympathetic figures in the eyes of some viewers. But for others, the lack of transparency only confirmed long-held suspicions. The blame game. Another tactic Kody and Robyn leaned on during the tell-all was subtle blame shifting. Kody often mentioned that he felt disrespected or sidelined by his other wives. He highlighted moments where Christine or Janelle didn't include him in parenting decisions or where Mary failed to meet emotional expectations. While these comments might be based in real experiences, their prominence during the tell-all felt like an intentional distraction. Rather than engage in honest reflection about his own role, emotional absenteeism, clear favoritism, and harsh words, Kody pointed fingers. Robyn, while more subdued in tone, occasionally echoed this sentiment. She suggested that she had tried to be a peacemaker, that she had extended kindness to her sister wives, but that they never fully accepted her. While that may have some truth, fans have long noted the inconsistencies between her words and her actions on the show. Strategic silence. There's also the possibility that Kody and Robyn's silence was strategic. By not answering questions, they may be protecting future seasons or potential spin-offs. In reality TV, drama drives ratings and unresolved tension keeps viewers coming back. If Kody and Robyn laid everything bare in the tell-all, there would be less intrigue for the next season. By withholding their full truth, they ensure that fans remain invested in the story. This isn't uncommon in reality TV. Drama is often staggered across episodes or seasons to keep audiences engaged. This strategy, however, can backfire. Many fans expressed frustration at the lack of closure. Viewers who have invested over a decade into this family's journey expect authenticity, especially in a special episode like a tell-all. When the leading couple refuses to be forthright, it can erode trust and alienate the fan base. Emotional burnout. There's also a human element to consider. Maybe Kody and Robyn simply reached emotional burnout. Years of filming, public scrutiny, and private turmoil may have taken a toll. The weight of holding a family together while cameras roll is immense, and perhaps they've simply run out of the emotional bandwidth needed to rehash every painful detail.